everyone. This week I am finally reading The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, also known as J.K. Rowling. So I just started this last night, so I'm very, very beginning, already quite interested, and I haven't read that many detective novels, but I've read a few, and so on this edition of Few of a Kind, I would like to show you some detective mystery crime solving novels that I've read and that I quite enjoyed. So the first one is from it's a series from one of my favorite writers, she's Kate Atkinson, and she has this series. It's the Jackson Brody series, and I've read the first one, which is Case Histories. And this starts with Jackson, who's a private investigator, who was a former policeman, and he starts by investigating the case of a girl who disappeared many, many years ago. So it goes from there. As usual with Kate Atkinson novels, you have like this whole spectrum of immensely interesting characters on the way, and I just absolutely adored this book. Now, I don't have there are four or five already. I think it's four because I actually bought the first one after I bought the fourth one because I bought the fourth one, started early, took my dog. Um, Before I knew this was a series, so I just bought this because I thought the title was immensely amusing. And I still have to read this, but I still have to read number two and three before I get to that. But I'm really looking forward to continue with this detective mystery series. The other one I read, it's quite popular. It's the girl with the dragon tattoo. I think most people either know or have heard of or have read this series. I absolutely love these books. I have read the first two. I still don't have the third one in the series. This is from the Swedish writer Stieg Larsson. He passed away before he completed the series, but I think the fourth book is about to come out, and it's been written by someone else, some other Swedish author who's continuing on with the series. I'm also curious how that is going to play out because if you read these books, you know that they have a very, very particular writing style. These books follow the story of Michael Blomkvist. My Swedish is not the best. And Lisbeth Salander. They're quite. One is a journalist. The other is like a punk goth. I don't even know what she is, but she's very, very good with hacking computers. She has quite a very, very brutal life story, and you get to see more of her life story in the rest of the books. But in this one, you just get an introduction to them. But they start working together to figure out a series of crimes and mysteries and the whole other things that ensue from that. But the writing style is very, very descriptive. It's very minutious. It's so I'm curious to see how another author is going to take this and continuing on with that. And finally, the last book I want to talk about is very, very famous book. It's Gone Girl, and this one is kind of different because it's not a detective mystery. Is not. But we have, like, of course, the husband looking out for what happened to his wife, and it kind of goes through a lot of clues and such. So I guess this book doesn't need a lot of introduction. I absolutely adored this book. It kept me hanging through the whole thing. I was really surprised with the ending. I was not expecting it. The characters are all detestable. Hated them all. Hated the way it ended. But yeah, I was still pretty much left dumbstruck by this book because it made me feel a lot of things and that usually books don't do. I think she does that very, very well. In this particular book, I haven't read any of her other books. So, yeah, these are some of the detective crime solving mystery novels that I've read that I've quite enjoyed, and I'm going to continue on with The Cuckoo's Calling this week and maybe review it next week. We'll see. Um, and if you are into detective novels, mystery novels, let me give me some new recommendations down below or anything else that you'd like to say about this topic. Just, Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Say what you feel about detective mystery novels, because it's not a genre that I read, that I have read quite broadly, but it's something that I'm definitely interested on. Okay, see you guys in my next video. Bye.